What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video I have another unboxing. What better way to continue on the grind with another new model unboxing amidst all of the brand new content coming out on the channel. This is a pre-order from the October announcement, which you already know what this is if both A, you've seen the thumbnail, and or B, you know me very well, because as a big retro collector, it's always nice to add those little odds and ends every so often in the retro department, and this is certainly no exception, but has been one that has been highly requested for many years by the same retro collectors. So let's take a look at the very lovely Gemini Jets 1:400 scale Delta Connection Bombardier CRJ-900 with the Deltaflot livery. And yes, I will address the elephant in the room because I'm sure you can already tell what's going on with this box. It is a very interesting element here, and we'll talk about it a little bit as we unbox it. So let's go do that right now. And here we go for the unboxing of the Gemini Jets 1:400 scale Delta Connection Bombardier CRJ-900 with the Deltaflot livery. As you can tell, this CRJ-900 is actually in the normal size box for all Gemini Jets releases. This includes all the narrow body aircraft and the Embraer 175. Some wide bodies also get put in this box if they're small enough, like the 767, A330s, and I've seen a couple A340s get put in this size box as well. So not sure what exactly was happening here, because when Gemini announced the Iberia CRJ-1000 and when the pictures of it came out, that was in the normal size box. And I thought, okay, that seems pretty reasonable because the CRJ-1000 is pretty long. It may not fit in the smaller size box. But then I saw photos come out of the Deltaflot CRJ-900 and I saw that this is in the normal size box as well. So what exactly is going on here? I don't know. They may be beginning a phasing out of that smaller size box. But we'll have to see if we'll get another release, another plane that would typically come in that smaller size box if that happens again. Either way, it's very interesting to note, and I figured I'd point that out because I know a few people did observe that as well, and I wanted to throw in my 2 cents on it. Your standard Gemini Jets box there on the flap, and then there is the model inside. She looks gorgeous already. Haven't even opened the flap yet. That's the first time I've done it. So there it is inside, and then we have the standard pamphlet details for the aircraft type. And then on the back, 2024 release. It still has a 25th anniversary insignia on the front there. You can kind of see it. Item number is GJDAL2253. I got my planes still sitting over here. I tried to repurpose it for just display's sake right now. So let's take a look here and see. Yep, landing gear is correct. As I thought when I saw the original photos come out. My God, that thing. This is an amazing model. They killed it on this one. How about that? Gemini at their peak once again. Love to see it. My goodness. Really fortunate that we're in this position where Gemini has just been continuing to pump out all these excellent releases, predominantly for North American collectors. I know that our European friends have been left out quite a bit, but you know, as someone who is big in the North American collecting, of course, and especially in the retro stuff, the fact that they are doing as many good planes as they are really speaks volumes about how much Gemini cares about the feedback that they've gotten over the years, and especially when, you know, times were rough for them and everybody was not necessarily happy with what they were doing with their products at the time. But they've listened, and they've incorporated a lot of that feedback into what they do now, and here we are with excellent releases like this one. So here we go. Delta Connection CRJ-900 Deltaflot by Gemini Jets. As you can tell, this is an absolutely wonderful model, and I'm very thankful that Gemini was able to release this here today. Let's go ahead and begin up at the front, where you can see that nose landing gear is definitely taller than on some of my other CRJ-900 releases. So we've got the nose cone right here, cockpit windows, SkyWest titles operated by right there. And then we have the nose gear, of course, nose gear door and everything else. L1 boarding door comes into view, and then we have the Delta Connection titles. We have the Heritage widget included here. 2 antennas up on the top, which are a little big, but you know, what can you do? That's been like that on their other CRJ releases. We have 2 luggage compartments right there. We move into the main landing gear right there, which again is correctly installed. I know there was some concern about it initially, but when the Gemini photo came out, I did see this landing gear there, that one just on the left center of your screen, that was starting to peek out underneath the wing. So I knew that, yep, this had been, they got the landing gear installed correctly on this one. So that's very good. Then we move towards the back where we have another luggage door just underneath the engines, little tail strike thing right there, registration November 806 Sierra Kilo and the American flag, along with the very lovely Deltaflot tail. Flip it over to the other side, we've got your same details over here, except you just got a smaller R1 door right there. Then move towards back to the wings again, which is a cradle mold, but not too noticeable. And there's another look at the tail on the right side. Awesome model so far. Flip it underneath, we have the standard Gemini Jets details, various printed stuff included, logo, landing gear, and again, there's your confirmation that it is installed correctly. They kept installing it in the area where the landing gear would normally be stowed at during flight, but here they finally got it back into the correct position, and that's been the case with all their recent CRJ-900 releases, minus that current livery Delta re-release that we got earlier this year. Here's the top of the aircraft with the overwing exit markings, 2 antennas, a couple beacon stuff printed up there on the top, and all the other fun details included. Awesome model from Gemini Jets. Would highly recommend buying this, especially if you are into the modern classic stuff. I know a few friends who have bought one of these, at least one of these. A couple are even buying multiple of these since they need them for their respective airports, so I respect the grind on that, because this is certainly a popular model and one that has never been done. I don't think in any scale, as a matter of fact, now that I think about it, I don't think anyone has ever done this. Maybe the people that make the large-scale corporate models, this may have been done once or twice before, but for, like Gemini and anyone else that even has a CRJ mold, this has never been done before. So again, thank you, Gemini Jets, for making this. Really happy to be buying this here today, and proud to have it in my collection, and we'll certainly get some use out of it somewhere. Sioux Falls never got these, but we did get the Northwest Airlink CRJ-900, so I'm still hunting for one of those. Hopefully that will come around, or maybe they'll be nice enough to do a re-release of it, and that'd be kind of cool to have. Yeah. That's really all I have for this unboxing. So keep an eye out for the rest of the Florida excursion content. Next week we'll have some Nashville plane spotting, and then after that we're going to move into the trip report as we fly down to Florida, actually. So the Nashville thing is just a little stopover, but we will be heading to Fort Lauderdale, on Spirit Airlines. So keep an eye out for that trip report within the next couple of weeks. With that being said, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.